Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Desmond. I run a block management company and we look after 1,200 units in the residential sector. And we look after the communal areas to make sure that they're well maintained and the homeowners and the tenants are happy and proud of where they live. I used to work in social housing and I had a bit of a debt recovery background, but my opportunity came when I purchased a flat for the first time in block management. And that's how I got started. I wasn't happy with the service I was getting as a consumer, as a homeowner in a new build scheme. And I realised, this can't be that complex. I can do this way better myself. That's what I thought. So like many new schemes, if you've managed or you've been working involved in them, they're littered with issues, defects, snags, poor services. There's just so many things going on and so many places for it all to go wrong. Poor workmanship, repairs not getting done. It's just littered, and it's frustrating if you're the person that lives there. For me and my partner at the time, we were it was so annoying because we were paying all this money and we didn't feel like we were getting the services. And that's how I got started, and I ended up partnering with someone who also had the similar experience as me, and nearby, and we met up and we started working together, and we thought, hey, we could do this better, we can offer a better solution to what the market had. And we started the company and we took over where I lived, and we started taking on other blocks, and it just grew organically. But at the beginning of that journey, I hadn't run a business before. I hadn't recognised or valued personal development, invested in me as a person, as a business owner, to develop new skills, things that I knew I had to do, but I didn't see it. I was just sucked into running the business and actually doing all the things I had to service my clients. But luckily for me, right in the beginning of the journey, I invested in a 6-month training program. I got to work with Mike Harris, who was a CEO of £3 billion companies, and he taught me how to pitch, and he gave me a framework of how to pitch and how to articulate my message when I wanted to win new clients and when I wanted to speak to potential clients, whether that be through email, interview, and so on. And that really just opened my eyes, because I'd never really done any selling, I'd never really actually had those types of conversations. But now I'm running a business, it was inevitable and it was a skill I had to learn. And that just took my pitching game to a whole new level, a whole new sphere. There was things that I learned that I didn't even realise. So my question to you is, have you ever had any training on how to pitch? And more so, what do you do? Can you answer that question? Can you deliver a message with clarity, demonstrate your credibility and the value that you can offer someone? Can you do that clearly? To keep someone engaged, to keep them listening. Now, this is a skill, this is something that's learned, and this is something that you too can learn if you haven't. And I can give you that framework. It's a 5-step system, and that's why I'm putting together a 1-day workshop. It's for free. I'm only going to work with 25 people to run the workshop, so you can also benefit from the same framework that I had, and you can take your pitching game from here to here. Trust me, if you haven't had training on how to pitch or pitching, this is a no-brainer. It's free, it's going to add tons of value to what you're up to, and regardless of what that is, I'm telling you, it's going to take your pitching from wherever you are to another planet. So sign up, there's only 25 places, and I hope to see you there. Cool.